no one's opinion could ever substitute a grander sense of self-worth. Hey bitch. Okay, we're in a booth today because I haven't done one of these like talking videos. Can you even see me? Don't look dark. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. I'm back with more musings, more confessions, and more dialogue. I was back to have a conversation about art again because I love talking about it, and I love hearing people talk about their experiences. Do I love that? Very few people can make it not sound elitist and like fake deep, I suppose. I don't even think I'm one of those people. I feel like in that first video I was going through a crisis of my reason behind creating. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I making stuff? Why am I creating? And I don't think I had a concrete answer, but I feel like I'm now more aware of my motives. I'm now more aware when I create for other people, and I'm now more aware for when I'm creating for myself. And I started creating for myself for the first time in forever. I never thought I'd get to a point where I made something and I just made it, and I'm okay with just making it. Nobody else needs to see it, and I never experienced that. And I feel like last year was that for me. I feel like in the first video, I was just coming to terms with the fact that I made out of a sense of insecurity. Like, all of my creations were me trying to get the sort of attention. I feel like my lips are dry. But yeah, I feel like in the first video I was coming to terms with the fact that a lot of the time I was creating out of a sense of trying to get validation, not only in my talent, but trying to get validation in me as a person. I just relied so heavily on other people affirming what I made, that it was worth making, and that I am worth something, you know, in their validation, in them saying, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I thought that would make me feel affirmed, and it never really did. The degree to which I've been praised and or ignored never makes that voice in my mind that makes me feel like I'm not worth the space, the time, the breath. It never makes it go away. And I felt like I was using my creativity as a way to substitute a deep sense of affirmation in myself, a deep sense of feeling like I belong in this place, a deep sense of feeling like I'm not insignificant, you know. I feel like that's what the last video was about, and I feel like since then I know it, but it's like not obviously like this like convicted belief that I walk around holding, and I'm like I'm not at that level, I don't think, but I am significantly better. No one's opinion could ever substitute a grander sense of self-worth. It could soothe an ego, but it never fill that space. I've already forgotten all the good things people said about me by the next day. I've already forgotten the good things people say about my work by the next day, and I feel like I was not letting myself have a voice. I was not letting myself have an opinion on my work, that wasn't filtered by what other people would think about it. And I feel like now I'm working on being present while I'm creating. I feel like I'm in a place of wonder, of like trying to figure out what I like, for starters, what I find cool, what I find admirable, what I find interesting. And I feel like I've realized that art is not that serious. Art is not that serious. Creating's not that serious. And it's a shame that these industries and the systems under which we operate make us feel like art should be that serious. Like art should be anything but a process of piecing together your own little understanding, your own little, just being in touch with your moments and being in touch with your mind and being in touch with your feelings and expressing that as best as you can and just moving on. It's not that serious. Like, it's not that fucking serious. And yeah, it's a real shame that people are so tense about it. And I feel like I've been so tense about it, and I know the burden that comes with, and I know the anxiety that comes with, and I know how terrifying a blank page can be, and how you feel like if you're not good at filling this paper, or if you're not good at filling this beat, or if you're not skillfully doing whatever, then it's like you're a bad artist. And being a bad artist means more than it should be. It means you should disappear or something. No, keep creating, bitch. Keep fucking creating. Don't let people trick you out of your right to create and to express how you want and how you feel. I kind of lost track of what I was saying. But on another note, we're at 15 minutes. On another note, one thing that I have recently come to terms with is my sense of envy, my feelings and my thoughts of envy towards other artists. I did not know it was that bad. I used to think I was a hater. I'm actually not a hater. I'm just an envious person. I just experience a lot of envy towards talented people who get their dues, or talented people who get the things that I crave for my ego, which is like validation, which is like praise, which is like being put on a pedestal. So when people receive that, I tend to be very negative towards that person, or I think about them negatively, even if I don't speak about them negatively. And then I neglect experiencing their work because of the strong feelings of envy. And this is a hard thing to admit, but it's very true. I feel like it's okay to feel that way. It means you have desires of your own. It means you have dreams of your own. And yeah, a feeling is just a feeling. A thought is not it's just a thought. It's not who you are. But yeah, I came to terms with that. And then last year I drew something to kind of bring that to light, to bring it to fore, because I feel like it hides behind feelings that are false and behaviors that are not how I want to behave and not how I want to experience other artists and not who I want to be. So I feel like drawing that was really therapeutic because it made me feel my rage. It made me feel my jealousy. It made me feel my envy. And I feel like after that, a lot lifted, and I feel like I'm in a space where I'm at a better place to admire people who are doing better than me, and not make my position turn me bitter, because bitter ain't cute. And I think this video helped me out with understanding envy, so watch it. it like made me be like, oh shit, I'm not a hater, but I'm a hater, but I'm not a hater. I'm actually just admiring in the negative. I'm admiring in a different filter. I'm still dealing with it, but I think self-awareness is enough for now. Ooh, another thing I'm trying to incorporate into creating is bravery. That's a big one. But yeah, like bravery, like making stuff and not taking the easy, quiet road where nobody has to know about it and everything has to be a secret. I had to think about people knowing that I did YouTube. I had to think about people knowing that I did music. I had to think about people knowing, you know, that I created, because I had to think about judgment. The gift I'm giving myself, the gift I'm giving my art is not letting fear stop me from doing what I want to do and expressing how I want to express. Because fear hasn't done shit for me personally. Maybe it's protected me a few times. Actually, let me give fear its little props. But fear hasn't made magic. So, courage is that bitch for this coming phase. I feel like in my creativity is like being brave and not being shy about my shit and just claiming my shit, and not being like yeah, I do YouTube a little, like, no. Not being like nonchalant because I think it's cool to be nonchalant. It's not that cool to be nonchalant. On the final note, for real, on a final note, I would just say, don't make other people your god when you're creating. Because because just don't do it. You know why not. My favorite art is always art that I feel like I said what I needed to say, I expressed what I needed to express, and I had fun. I had a good time, and I feel like I'm finally having a good time. Bitch, I could cry, but I'm finally having a good time creating. I'm finally enjoying creating, and I never thought that was possible. I always thought I had to be a hard ass about it because I was trying to be a genius, and I thought that meant like I need to, like, it's not that deep. Play around, fool around, wonder, look at the details of being alive and express what you feel, express what you're thinking, and you can't go wrong. I'm wishing you more courage. I'm wishing you more belief in self, and I really just wish you have fun with your art, because that's what I wish for me, so I wish that for you as well, because art is so fucking cool. It's so cool, and I feel like no one's opinion is about that. So yeah, I'm gonna go now, but yeah, bye.